I've been teasing this in my painting tutorials. Let's go ahead and show off the custom jackal. Okay, so if you guys have kept up with my paint tutorials throughout the week, you'll recognize this custom. I've used this as a base for the tutorials because I knew I was going to use a couple different methods. In full transparency, it was kind of convenient to use them for a couple different videos. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So last we left off, this is where the head was at. I touched up everything with black paint. As you see here, I cleaned up all the green over paint. I knew I was going to have a lot of it because we were doing a lot of dry brushing and stuff, so I didn't want to be super exact. So I went through and painted everything up black. It covered up really well. And so next thing we're going to do is the little horns. I did a little bone paint. That one's a little tricky. I can still never get bone perfect, but I'm pretty happy with how this one came out. I can always do a tutorial on that. But after that, we painted up the bandana brown. Then I did a lighter dry brush, plus it going over to black. We got a good depth into that. And so I took the pans, they're originally red. Instead of painting them black, I just painted the green over it. So after 2 coats, we do the dry brush. And side by side, you'll see how much of a difference that makes. It was kind of hard to see on the face, but here you can see it's a significant difference. So we're going to go ahead and do that on the other hand, and we'll eventually have to paint up the fingers. But with both hands all dry brushed properly, we put it onto the figure, and this is looking really good. I like the combination of the black, the really worn out red, and then the green really pops. So I'm digging how this looks. So just a couple more little details, and we're going to get there. So first thing, like I said, we have to paint the nails. And then if we double back to the head, I don't think I mentioned it, but we also dry brushed the black to give them kind of gray hair. So that's pretty cool. So the nails are all painted up. These were even harder than the horns because I had to be a little bit more exact. I already painted the hands green and everything. But these came out pretty good. I like how they look, and they're small enough. You really won't notice them most of the time anyway. So we'll double back to the head, and the last little details we did. As you can see, I painted the eyes yellow. This came out really good. I put this off forever because I hate painting eyes. I painted up all the earrings gold, and then just touched up little details here and there, but that was the bulk of it on the head. This head took a while, but I took my time. There's a ton of little details since it's such a larger sculpt with more defined features. It was kind of fun, honestly, and I was able to get a couple different videos on it to show you guys all my methods. So after that, we go ahead and put it on the figure, and this looks incredible. This head was huge, so it scales really well with this upscaled McFarlane body. The hands and the head, everything matches. The colors work really well together, and I really dig it. So this is my take on the Jackal. He's a little bit more tactical feel. He's going to have a lot of lore behind him, so we'll get to it, but let me know what you think.